Let's see how to use array in Scala. First we will write a main method Let's define array. To define array, we have to use the keyword array. We will declare a string array of week, let's say Monday, Tuesday. So this is how an array is declared and initiated. So I have added 4 values to the array. Let's try to print this. Let's see what happens. So if you see the output, address of array is printed, but we want to know the value of the array. So we will iterate through the array. Let's call this array as days instead of array for good naming convention. So what this for loop is doing is taking one value out of days and assigning it to a variable day. Since days is an array of a string type, day is a string. Okay, some typo. So the 4 values are printed because I have used ln, so each of the value is printed in a new line. Let's look at the code. We are in the main class. We have defined one main method which is accepting arguments of array of a string type as argument. We have defined one variable, which variable days, which is an array of a string. Let's remove this. Now we are iterating through each of the element in the array and printing one by one. So array are indexed as 0, 1, 2, 3. So we can access individual element as well. Suppose we want to print the third element in the array. Third element in the array is at index 2 because indexes start with 0. So the third element is printed. How to comment in Scala? To comment a single line, you can directly use double forward slash. To comment multiple line, use one forward slash and one asterisk. To end the comment, use asterisk followed by a forward slash. Now run this code. This will print element at second indexed. We can also modify the value at a particular index. Suppose instead of with we want to print Wednesday. We want to assign Wednesday instead of with. We can modify the array. Let's see how to add two arrays. So let's say we have one array known as weekdays and we have another array weekends. We want to add this array and assign it to a third array. Let's call it week. So we will use concate and add the first array, which is week days with, and we will pass weekend as second parameter. Now let's see the value of week. it's saying that value concat is not found, so we will have to import array here. It executed successfully, and these are the value from first array, and this is from the second array, which has been assigned to the third array. Let us see how to create a 2D array. Let's call it array. Just first we have to, unlike single dimension array, in 2 dimension we have to specify the dimension of array. So first we will define the dimension of array. Array is of a string type, and we are going to have some rows and column. Let's say we are going to have 3 rows and 4 columns. Let's add value to the array. Let's call it 0, 0. Let's call it 0, 1. Let's call it 0, 2. 0, 3. 0, 4. Okay, since it's 3 cross 4 array, we are just done with the first column, and now it will be from 0. Can actually copy it and paste it here, and just change it to 1, 1, 1. Can do the same again. Now let's try to print this value. So we will use for loop, and here we will iterate for the rows. Let's say I is the row, or let's simply call R for the row. So how many rows we have? We have 0, 1 and 2. C for columns. And then print these values. We have a typo here. Let's correct it. So the values are printed